Gjirokastra in Albania. It's the starting point of an 8-day horse riding tour I'm going to be doing through the caravan trails of medieval Albania. So tomorrow I get to go and meet my horse for the first time. We'll be riding about 6 hours a day. Each day we'll be riding to a new town along the caravan trails and staying with local people, which should be amazing. I'm really looking forward to really kind of getting into the thick of it and helping them milk their goats and seeing what their everyday life looks like. Day one of riding, we've just stopped at a place called Gjirokastra, which is a castle that was built in the 4th century. That's my horse, Rooster, tied up in the bunker. So we're riding for 4.5 hours today, and I am so happy to be here. It's amazing. It's an incredibly beautiful day, and the riding is heaps of fun. Just stopped for lunch and now we're all back on the horses. I already have a sore bum and we've got another 1.5 hours to go today and it's day one. So this is going to be interesting. Day one is finished. We've ridden from Gjirokastra to Tarpan, where we're currently staying with a local family. The lady's name is Flora. The little town here has about 200 inhabitants and it dates back to medieval times. The ride today was unbelievable. It was so beautiful, quite technical, lots of fast patches. My horse, Rusa, is a bit of a diva and she's really quick. So she's a heap of fun. Day 2 from Tarpan to Dura. We're climbing up and over the mountain. This is the original caravan road. It's 200 years old. During the communism period as a place of storage during that period, a lot of churches were actually pulled down and people were imprisoned or even killed for worshipping. They painted over all the frescoes as well, and after communism ended, the church was also robbed, right down to some of the wood panelling. Rusa is all dirty because somebody tried to roll in a puddle while I was on her. So I'm all dirty as well. Crossed over the mountain and now we're in the valley of Gjirokastra, which is at 1,300 metres. This is the homemade butter, the cheese and the yogurt sauce in the shepherd hut for lunch. We're starting the descent into Zagoria Valley from Gjirokastra Valley. Dropped a couple of degrees and it looks like it's probably going to rain. But luckily we are prepared with raincoats. Raining. We've arrived in Duran. We got very wet and thundery and covered in mud as well. It was an amazing ride though, up over the mountains today. Unbelievably beautiful. So really happy, and Rusa seems to be pretty happy too. So we're about to go to bed in our room. We've got an open fire, which is really handy because we can dry all of our sodden horse gear. Good night. Good morning, Rusa. Day 3. We're doing a day ride from Duran today to see some amazing historical monuments of various kinds. For those of you horsey people out there concerned about us galloping along on the gravel, these horses have special shoes on that are complete metal plates. This is the woman's half of the church. And this is the main part. And the foundations were laid in 1811 of this church, and it made it through the communist period, so all the frescoes are still intact. Originally, before this church was built, it was the location of a pagan temple as well. Albania gives a whole new meaning to the saying, when it rains it pours. We braked for extra long in front of the fire, but It's still drizzling a bit, but fortunately I've got my waterproof trousers on today. And this place is still super beautiful, even when it's raining. Just ridden through a hailstorm. Got about 2 hours to get home. And we're going to see a medieval bridge created by It's quite cold. We had a sweet day ride today from the village of Doran. We rode to the town of Hostiva along some 17th and 18th century caravan tracks. This afternoon we got caught in hail and rainstorms, so we wound up galloping along a lot of the tracks, which was actually quite fun. So yeah, looking forward to heading off to almost the Greek border tomorrow. We've got a 5-hour ride, so we've stopped for a wee break and I'm off to find the ladies somewhere. Currently standing on a medieval bridge created by Ali Pasha. It is a meditation bridge, so people actually come here and sleep, which seems quite risky because there is no sides on this bridge. This valley is called the Tarpan Valley. There's one in Albania and one in Greece. We're approximately 8 kilometers away from the Greek border here, so it's very close. The family we're staying with tonight are a Albanian Greek minority, so I think they speak both Albanian and Greek. This particular area was very turbulent during the communist period. A lot of people were shot in these valleys trying to escape Albania. This is an old rakia factory. The horses know where the best place is. Polychan after a very exhilarating ride today with lots of gallops down hills and river crossings. Absolutely stuffed as per usual with the incredible hospitality of the Albanian people. They just feed and feed and feed you, and they're so welcoming, going out of their way to invite us into their homes. They really are wonderful people, and we're staying in this gorgeous village. We've got power currently because they have a generator, but the power has actually been out since we got here at about 3:30 this afternoon. Looking forward to tomorrow. We're heading to the peak of the ride and then down into Libovia Down. So we've made it to the town of Lubovia of the Cross, which is one of the 4 Lubovias. We have had one of the most interesting rides of my life. I've been riding for 20 years and I've never ridden up something quite as steep or treacherous as we rode up the mountain today. So that was a heck of an adventure. This church was built in 454 AD during the 7th century under Syrian occupation. They were made to cover the frescoes up, and now it's under restoration. Day 5 in the saddle, we're just approaching Ljubovija. There's a joke that Albania could be called Bunkerland, as there's over 700,000 bunkers that were built during the communist period. We're at the castle of Ljubovija at the top of the city of Ljubovija. It was built for Ali Pasha and commissioned for his sister. It is beautiful, and one of the amazing locals has let us in, you know, just because we were walking past, so he came and unlocked it for us. The view from here is incredible. It's quite interesting being in these places. I came to Albania not really knowing what I was in for. I was a little bit afraid, a bit apprehensive, as I'd heard it wasn't a very safe place. However, I have been met with nothing but kindness and curiosity. Everyone here is really welcoming, and Christina, our guide, said that it actually gives the people here hope to have us around. It's our last day in the saddle today, day 6. It's a bit bittersweet because it's an exciting day ahead with beautiful weather, but today we bid farewell to our noble steeds and the rest of the group as well. We've ridden up the hill to the city of Antogonia. It's now complete ruins and only just being excavated. The city was founded by King Pyrrhus in 295 BC, and it only lasted about 100 years after it was under siege by the Macedonians and the Romans in 168 BC, and literally overnight it was burnt to the ground. Just wandering along, you can find really old pieces of ceramic pottery from the 1st and 3rd centuries BC, which is just incredible. I can't believe the history of this place, and it's not yet protected, so you can just kind of wander through and find things as you please. Like here we have part of a scale. The city itself was 45 hectares, only about 9% of it is currently viewable, as the rest of it is underground. But they currently don't have the funds or the capacity to excavate it properly and look after it, so it's safer being underground until they have the infrastructure in place to really look after the history of this incredible city. it's bittersweet, but today was incredible. Every day has been so different and so amazing, and I am 130% glad I came. Albania has truly blown me away, and I will definitely be back.